In this video, we're going to talk about the power and control dynamic in a relationship. In other words, when you're feeling like you're walking on eggshells, when you feel like you can't make decisions in a family, when you feel like your wife usurps your parental abilities and responsibilities with the kids, that she just undermines you, you're in a power and control dynamic. And I'm going to show you what you can do, some steps in this video, how you can flip this around. It's not going to be easy, but this is how it's done. And if you follow it, there'll be minimal conflict with you and your wife. Now, there will be some collision. There will be some conflict. Do not make that mistake. If somebody's in a power and control dynamic with you, then the way that they keep you underfoot is by controlling you with guilt, shame, manipulation, fear, intimidation, all those things. And so the first step is learn about manipulation. If you can understand what manipulation is, you can see how your wife is leveraging your emotions against you. Now, your wife isn't physically powerful, and so she can't override you with physical force. And most women aren't making as much money as their husbands, so they can't leverage money over them. Like when you get a guy who's trying to maintain power over his wife, these are the two things that he will use. He'll use his physical strength and he'll use money and reputation to keep her underfoot. Women have learned a long time ago that if I can get a guy's emotions under control, if I can leverage his own guilt, shame, and fear, I can get him to do whatever I want. And so on one side, she'll do this because she wants that safety and control of feeling like, okay, I'm in control of the world. Like if I can control him, then I can control the safety, I can control the money, my safety is assured, my kid's safety is assured, and that's a good thing. And I get what I want when I want it. But on the flip side of this, if your wife can guilt, shame, manipulate you, and control you, and assert dominance and power over you, then on the other side of this, she's not going to respect you or find you attractive. And so then the sex just dies in a relationship. And then you're like, hey, baby, what's going on? We need to connect. Let's talk about this. And she's like, I don't need to talk about anything because we do shit my way. And the guy will say, well, I guess we do shit her way because I'm married to you and we're committed and we have kids and like 14 mortgages. So I guess this is what I got. So I guess I'm just going to try to manage this the best I can and try to not flare up. And so let's show some things that you can recognize in your own life about what's going on. My name is Ed Baxter, and I help guys in betrayal situations. I've coached thousands of men. Tens of thousands of men have come through my doors in one form or another. I've had over 3,000 guys come through the Betrayed to Badass program. And that's what we do. We'll get you to that place where you make the right decision for you and your children. So if you feel like you're always walking on eggshells, if you're always worried about like how she's going to take things, how she's going to react, realize that you have abdicated leadership or you have not been able to maintain leadership in a relationship, and so she's becoming unstable. She's getting unmoored. And she'll become more unstable and more unmoored if you have not created this garden of leadership in the relationship. If you're with a woman and you've been able to lead it very well and effectively and she feels heard and understood, she stabilizes. You don't have to worry about this shit. It becomes a very harmonious relationship. Man, soulmates are created, they are not found. And Disney will tell you that soulmate's found and you don't have to do any work. If I just find the right person, I'll just live happily ever after. And it's not true. You find a woman with good foundational material, and then from this place you create soulmates. But you have to know what you're doing when you're doing it as well. You have to know how to actually lead the relationship and create this garden for it to flourish in. And so the first thing that she might do that always shows you that you're in a power and control dynamic is, again, you feel like you're walking on eggshells. Second is she dictates the terms for just about everything. Where are we going to eat? What are we going to do? What's going on with the kids? What's the schedule? How are the weekends? What we're going to have for dinner? How are the kids? What's story time? When's toothbrushing time? Like everything. And when you try to do something, she'll undermine it because she's like, what the fuck are you going to do? This is what I want. And then she'll just start badgering you about it. And then if you ever catch her on something that she's wrong, she will deflect it and make it your fault. She'll just keep flipping it. She's like, I don't need to listen to you. What are you going to do? You have no power here. And if she can do this, if she can control you, again, she's not going to respect you at all. And if she can't respect you, then she's going to give you constant belittling remarks. She's not going to want to sleep with you. She's not going to find you as somebody that she would want to fall under the leadership of. And in this place, you're going to see that your needs don't matter, like at all. And you will get no empathy from her. She'll look at you with contempt, and you'll be like, my wife is a very caring person for everybody else in the world but me. Like she doesn't give a shit about what I want or what I do. And she gives me these remarks and these belittling comments, and I don't know how to turn it around and stop it. And the problem is you tolerate it. And this is what the problem. You're like, well, it's just not worth the fight. I've been dealing with this for 15 years, and yeah, she'll wear you down. And this is because she knows that she can do this. And this happened sometime when you were dating. She learned this very quickly. that if she could wear you down, if she could get you manipulated, if she could shame you or guilt you into something, it's like, okay, this works and I'm just going to keep doing it. Some people don't realize that they're manipulating. Some people know that they're manipulating and they just keep doubling down on it because they see people as tools, not actual people. You get stuck in this dynamic, and it started early on in the relationship, make no mistake, and it's just snowballed from there. In the beginning, you just kind of tolerated these little things, and we call this the foot in the door technique. If I can get you to move an inch, I'll get you to move a mile. And so if she can get you to break on one thing, then she'll get you to break on another one, and another one, and another one. Before you know it, you're in this place where it's like, where did all my power go? And what'll happen is you get in this place where all your power is gone, and you'll just start avoiding conflict altogether. You're like, it's just not worth the fight. It's just not worth the fight. It's just not worth the fight. What happens is every time you start managing what you're going to say around her, because you're afraid of the reaction, just realize that she's already got you buttoned up. At this point, you're fucked. She's already got you stuck in this manipulation game where she controls every aspect of your emotional state. And you've gave up your power. You have no autonomy. And again, if she can do this to you, she cannot respect you. And if she can't respect you, she cannot love you. Not in the way that you want to be loved. And if she can't love you in this way, she's not going to want to sleep with you. And she's not going to want connection from you. She wants a strong guy in the world that is dominant. Doesn't allow her to dominate the relationship or the people around her. This is what she craves. But when you allow this to happen, all the sexuality leaves the relationship. And you're like, I don't understand why she cheated on me. Well, she probably found a guy that's more dominant than you. And it probably wasn't that hard because you weren't dominant at all. You're just completely submissive. And so just any kind of little thing, like if she connects with a guy just a little bit who has just a little bit more dominant properties than you are, then all of a sudden her sexuality is going to come roaring back and she's going to be like, well, I thought I loved my husband, but I'm not so sure now because I'm super attracted to this guy, so that must mean I don't love my husband. And so this is where you'll get the statement, well, I love you, but I'm not in love with you, which means, well, you're a nice person and all, but I don't really want to fuck you. I want to go fuck this other guy. And that for a guy, you feel like you're exploited. So how do you fix this? How do you fix this dynamic? You have to first decide that you matter. You do. You have to say, I matter. And this is a power game. A power game of you have to reclaim your power by just declaring that you fucking matter and stand up for it. Because every time you just let her do whatever she wants this way, you're just telling her that you don't matter. Your needs don't matter. It doesn't matter if you want sex or you want just some love or kindness or for her to just take fucking responsibility for something. None of that matters because you tell yourself it doesn't matter. If you mattered, you wouldn't put up with this kind of thing. And so mattering is a game of power, and power is not given. Nobody gives you power. Power is something you have to take. It's something you have to seize. If you can seize it and hold on to it, it's yours. If you can seize it and you can't hold on to it, it's not yours. If it's given to you, then it was never yours. It's just loaned to you by somebody else. And so power is something that you can actually seize and hold on to. And you mattering is a game of power. And from this place of power, you have to start setting firm boundaries. Well, what boundaries do you want? Well, who are you? What kind of person are you? What do you want in your life? What kind of relationship do you want? How do you want to parent the children? How do you want to run your household? How do you want to run your business? And from this place that you matter, you start deciding, these are the things that I want. These are the boundaries that I want to have in my life. This is the place that we live. If I'm in a relationship and my wife starts giving me snippy and mean attitude, and you can tell that she's trying to dig at me and hurt me, I'm not going to put up with that. We're here in a great relationship. You're not here to hurt me. Remember, we're lovers here. We're not people trying to knock each other down. We're here to lift each other up in a synergistic relationship, in a co-committed, not codependent relationship. And so I don't tolerate that kind of stuff in my relationship. I don't tolerate lateness and tardiness. That means that the other person doesn't give a shit about your time. I don't tolerate undermining parental duties. There's a whole bunch of things, but that has to come from you. You can't just take what I don't tolerate and then apply it to your life. Why? Because there's no power and conviction behind it. You have to create your boundaries based on what you truly want. And you're not going to know what you want unless you tell yourself that you matter and you seize that for yourself. And then you have to learn what manipulation is. You have to go out there and do a bunch of research on guilt, shame, fear, intimidation, and figure out what manipulation is so you can see the tactics. Once you can see the tactics and it's revealed, then you can start working around it. And you have to be ruthless and not allowing manipulation in your life. The only reason a manipulator does it is because it works. And the manipulator will never show their hand. They will never admit to what they're doing. And just realize if you're with somebody who's a very strong manipulator and they have no empathy for other people, you're probably not going to change them. And you shouldn't try to change them. Your job is not to change somebody else. Your job is to become as strong and powerful in yourself and operate the way that you want to in your life for yourself and for your family. And you're going to make a lot of mistakes. And you're not going to know if you did the right thing. And you're going to feel like you were too overbearing. You're going to feel like you're an asshole. And you're going to feel like maybe I didn't do enough. And so you really need an outside perspective. You need somebody out there to look over your shoulder and see if what you did was right, if it was appropriate. Because right now you don't really have a barometer for what's appropriate. Because you've been using this barometer on yourself, and you've obviously gotten to this place where you don't know which way is right anymore. You've gotten so accustomed to this game of manipulation that it's been normalized. And so you just standing up for yourself and saying, hey, I don't really like this. You're gonna be like, oh, such an asshole. I just said I didn't like this, and man, everything's about me. And you're not gonna know what the real middle ground is. And so you need outside objective advice and observation, like from guys like myself or guys in the Broken to Badass program, the community that can actually show you like what you were doing and if you're doing it right. Most of the time we're like, dude, you were super nice about that. You probably could have gone way further, and you probably should have. But you wouldn't know that if you're sitting there by yourself. Then you really can't talk to guys like at church because they don't really understand the dynamic. Most of those guys are still dealing with this at some level at their home. And so there's not a lot of places for guys to really get this. This is why I created Genuine Attraction in the Broken to Badass program. It's why I created this YouTube channel so guys can actually see some truth out there and what's happening in relationship dynamics in a game of manipulation, lies, and control. So the big mindset shift that is going to be the domino for all of this, you have to take the power back and say that I fucking matter. I matter. Brother, you matter. You're watching this video and you're seeing all this stuff happening in your life, and all these people are pouring on you and showing you that you don't matter, and they're just overriding your opinions and stuff. Dude, you have to decide that you matter too. You have to be the one to stand up and have these collisions with them and say, nope, this is how I'm going to be. Sorry if I have to be an asshole, but this is how I'm going to be. I'm not going to operate that way anymore. This is what I require in my life before I die. Just like your wife is doing. Just like when your wife cheats on you, you're like, well, why did she cheat on me? Well, there's something that she felt like she needed before she died, and she was lacking some stuff in her life that she felt like she needed. Was it you that needed to provide it? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell in your state right now if you're emotional about it. But if you get your emotions in check, which will get you in check in about a week or so, you can see it objectively and say, okay, I see exactly what's going on here. Do I want to fix this? Do I want to just move on? Brother, if you're tired of being controlled and manipulated and living in this place of fear, your wife's cheating on you, and you want to turn this shit around in a couple of weeks, go to the link in the description below and join the Broken to Badass program. We'll get this handled in a couple of weeks. It's not that difficult once you understand what has to happen with the dynamics. It happens fast. It's not that hard. And you just need the game plan, man. It's like walking through a minefield without the map. Any little thing you can do to just blow up the entire relationship. And if you're trying to get her back, you're trying to not go into a divorce, a lot of things can go wrong that can really fuck up your legal place in there. Now, again, I'm not a lawyer, but we have strategies that have worked with guys quite well in these situations. You don't have to be stuck in this dynamic that makes you feel small and worthless and feel like you're always at the whim of your wife's emotions. You don't have to do it, brother. If you like this video, hit the like button so other guys will see it. Other guys in your situation, they'll see it as well. And if you want to see more videos like this, obviously hit the subscribe button. Brother, I love you, and I'll see you in the next one.